What is going on today, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm having an amazing day, and it's going to get even better now that we have something I've been kind of putting off for a little bit to fix. Now, I fixed it once, temporarily, thought I could get away with it, but now it's time to actually go ahead and replace this window regulator in the Subaru because my window will not go down. I don't know what it is, but the passenger rear window will not go down. I've already taken it out and tried to rebuild the motor. That didn't work. You can't buy just the motor, so lo and behold, we got the whole kit and caboodle here. Now, I'm going to try to do this hack style and just replace the motor because I don't want to replace this entire regulator, but I had to buy it all as one unit, so we'll see once we get in there what we have to do. If we have to replace all of it, we have to replace all of it. It's here, but let's go ahead and get to it. Now, before we get too far into this system, let's see what actually comes in the box and see what our game plan is going to kind of be. Oh, perfect. It's kind of what I was assuming we'd get. So this is the whole slide for the window with the motor. So this motor is hopefully what I can replace with these 3 screws and just replace the motor on here and not have to do the whole thing. We'll see if the rail's bad. We might replace it, but that involves the whole window. It's just going to be a nightmare. So hopefully we can just replace this motor. Well, the proof is in the pudding. I get that window to go down, but this back window will not go down with those buttons, nor these buttons. It's all bad. Now I'm gonna level with you. I don't really remember all the bolts and nuts to take off on this, but if I remember right, it's pretty simple and explanatory. There's a couple hatches that are holding back bolts that we need to undo. So I believe there's one in the door handle and one in the actual pull of the door, but let's go ahead and check it out. So we definitely have a screw back here, and we definitely have a screw back here. And then it's probably pressure clips going the entire way around this. And then the whole thing hopefully should lift off. But let's go ahead, look at that, pry that off, and get a tool to pry that one off. So we've got a Phillips head screwdriver, let's take those out. Now that those 2 screws are out, I'm gonna go ahead and pull from the bottom and see if we can get, there it goes, this thing to start popping off. Work our way around, just gently pulling up. You know what, I probably have something underneath here too. Nope, that piece comes off though. I think I have to take the window regulator, or the window button out. There we go. There was 2 more screws hiding underneath there. Now that those are off, this thing should come out pretty easily. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and take this button off. Take that off. And those 2 can probably hang out. Never mind, it's easy enough. We'll just take this off. Now, the window regulator is trapped over in this area, these 3 bolts, but our only access is through here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the plastic and work the whatever rubber butyl off of it to keep it on the plastic, not make a massive mess, but pull this halfway down so I can access and then get these bolts off. Well, now that's already mildly concerning. This bolt is completely loose of these 3. So I'm going to take these 3 out and maybe I can get the motor out this way. Now that all 3 of those bolts are out, it's got 2 hooks on it that hold it and it needs to go up. So reach in here, we'll see if we can get this off enough. Ooh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out this way or not. unplug the connector. It's definitely not going to be the way that I wanted to do it. I think I got to replace the whole thing anyways, so. Cool. So now we're stuck with a conundrum. We've got a window that won't go down and bolts that we cannot get to with the window up. So we need to get the window down to make it to where I believe it's this hole and probably this hole are my access points to get the window off. So in order to do that, now we have to remove the motor either way and try to figure it out from there if the motor, so the motor isn't locked and holding the window. So now we got to get the motor off either way. So let's try to get in here with a screwdriver. There's 3 Phillips screwdriver bolts holding it on, and you got to try to, between taking this out and playing with it, we need to get the cap off to get the splines out, to get the motor out, to let the window down so we can replace it. Ready, break. Okay, get it. Okay, we've got the cap off of the motor, which doesn't really have anything wrong with it, and we can go ahead and unscrew the motor. It has a little drive screw in it. The motor, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, probably not. I'll show you when I get it out, but the motor screws out one way it pushes up, one way it comes out. It'll unscrew and then should pull out. Now we've got the motor out that has the splines on it. Now that splines are what moves the window up and down. That's out. Now we should be able to, in theory, be able to push this window down without any resistance. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm gonna get my hand out there. Now we'll push it down to where we need it. Now we can get to our 2 bolts. I'm actually gonna undo this clip right here because it's kind of in my way. Look at that, window up. You know what a smart thing would probably be? Would be to test if the new window regulator actually works before I go through all the trouble of putting it in. It's probably a great idea. Let's go grab the new one and see if it actually goes up and down, if that's my problem. Or if I have a sticky something. Maybe like a limit switch. I don't know. Let's go check. Well, as awesome as getting new parts are, they managed to send me the other side and not the side that I needed. And it clearly says rear right on it. But this is definitely for the other side of the car. That's freaking sweet. So now we're back into stealing the motor off of this. And hopefully the pins are the right direction because it's up and down. Oh man, this just opened a can of worms. Okay, well we'll see if we can, if this even works. If up is up and down is down. We'll see. I don't have really high hopes now. Because it should be... No, the motor should still be the same. I don't know. We'll test it. Well, moment of truth. Let's see if this will send power to here for what I need. So if we... Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. We should be getting some movement. Let's try the driver switch. Well, now that's awesome, because now the other side's not working. So what the heck's going on? That's not good. Well, that's cool. So now we're into diag mode. We're gonna start diagnosing what the heck is going on. Now, first things first, I've got a 9-volt battery that I've just converted to have a couple power probes on the end of it. The way this works is it sends power one way to go up and then sends power the other way to go down. So in theory, if we put, there's only 2 prongs on here, if we put a negative source and a positive source on this, we should be able to move the engine. This is going to be hard to do with one hand. So there we go, we've got movement down, and then up would be the other way, switching your polarity. New one, good, effective. Concerning, now the buttons don't work, so why? Okay, let's check the old one. Let's put that motor back together and see if we can get that one to go up and down. So, same situation. Positive one would go up, negative the other, switching up, down, copy. So, the motor works. I don't have it all put together, so it's not putting the window up and down. So what the heck's wrong with it? That means I'm not getting power to my buttons. So is there a fuse that's blown? Oh, start with the simple stuff. Well, the 9-volt doesn't quite have the amperage to push the window up and down, so we've gone ahead and got ourselves a nice little 12-volt battery from a motorcycle. And if we go ahead now and hook up a couple power leads, we hook a negative to the negative side, positive to positive side, the window goes down. And if we switch the negative to the positive side, okay, if we switch the positive to the negative side, and then the negative to the positive side, the window should go up. So it works. The window regulator works. Now, why are we not getting power to the buttons to make it do the work? Oh, I should have diagnosed it before I ordered parts. Oh well, we'll get into it. Well, now it's time for our old friend, the multimeter. We're going to go ahead and do some probing to figure out what the heck is going on with this, because I think this is having problems, whether we're getting power or not. But first things first, the motor has a green and a red wire going to it. The output has 2 greens, 1 red, and 2 blues. So probably the 2 blues are from the driver's side. One of the greens is a power. I don't know. I'll figure it out. One of them might be a ground. So this one doesn't have any marking on the green. So that's this secondary green. So we know if we send power down the red and the green, will actuate this motor to go upsies, downsies. Okay, let's check. Well, now that's super annoying. You unplug it, replug it in, and the thing freaking works. I don't know why it's doing it now, but it's working. I wonder if I wonder if the other side's working now. Oh, hopefully it's working. Well, it's a good thing we fixed it, but we didn't need to buy the part. Either way, let's check the other side, see if the other side's working. Well, yes, the other side's working. Oh, my battery's dying, but it is working. Well, that's cool. I managed to fix it without doing anything other than unplugging it and replugging it back in. Now, I guess we'll just put the car back together and see if it will actually work with the door card on. Okay, let's go ahead and put this all back together. And just like that, we got a working window. So the one thing that I did do is go through and put a little bit of grease on the slides. Now, it's going up slow because my battery is almost dead, but it definitely goes down fast now. Let's go. We got a working window. Well, we got 4 working windows. Well, it's an underrated first world problem, but I can't tell you how happy I am to have 4 working windows on that thing again because it is annoying when something isn't working. Okay, well, I don't know how informative this was, but we got it done. We did some things today. Now I got some parts to return. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to have an awesome day. I'm going to get out of here with 4 working windows. Take it easy, everyone. Peace. Don't have too much fun today. Peace. Well, that's cool. I managed to fix it without doing anything.